Foxborough. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cam Newton and the New England Patriots versus Jacob Eason and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready? Ready? Mike, 5 more. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
Newton on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw again. Newton. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All day. Under crush.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Michel going to try again. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play. And now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the draw, here's Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Michel, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. From the gun, they run with Michel. The numbers a week ago for Michel: 17 carries, 67 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week.
And that's caught inside the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. He'll get that complete to Alberto. The 20. 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Alberto Cuebuna, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Short pass caught by Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I don't even know why this
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Catch is made by Harry.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, Newton. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, D. Hey, check Mike.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
7, Patriots 3.
Check Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Patriots 6.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead. He's got a man, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Indy. 73 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Switch out. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun is Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
They're going on 4th down. Here's Eason. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I can tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
55. Check 55, Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Cam Newton sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Fair catch made at the 60-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. You keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Eason. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. East, and the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Albert O, touchdown number 22 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Eason to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Shoves him aside. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you give the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Okwuegbunam with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And this one through the uprights and good. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. 55 to mine.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Green's got it over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton.
Cam Newton sacked.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Albert O on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time. Strains. We fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to the air on second down. Eason, he completes this one to Mack. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Colts.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick six.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Rodgers on the return.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Eason. That's complete. Okuegbunam. Past the 20. 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with the football.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 13.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Here it comes.
Play action. It's Newton.
It's our time.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Julian Okwara in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Operating from the gun. Eason. The 20. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Oh, yeah.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Leads to second and goal.
I got you.
On second down now, Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
55's mine, guys, 55. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. What do you? 55's the mine. Check, 55's the mine.
Now Newton on third and goal. And he he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Julian Okwara racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Colts 75.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And I'm just wondering, how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the third quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
Like what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep. But counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive.
Hey, turn it out. Check 26, check 26. 6 guy, check 6 guys.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right there, right there. No! Man, I got you.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Taylor, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Try to punch it in with Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts just continue to pour it on.
For the extra point.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
16. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 33-yard line.
Look, 80. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, watch this.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
53's the mark.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, Eason, he's going to rifle one. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Okwuegbunam, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense is running away with this one. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe! Play that tight deep! Gun. Hey, check Mike! Watch it divide! Man out!
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike, 55, right there.
To the air again, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Albert O, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he'll bang that one through.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 13.
Hey, check mine.
To throw is Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 10, Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34. On 1st down, Jacob Eason.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
1st and 10, Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
From the gun is Eason. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Green.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Lead to N'Keal Harry.
Here we go.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Throwing again is Newton. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
We got to step it up.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Tight right.
On first down, Newton to Michelle on the screen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.